Piece of the game. What it do? We in there. Let's get it. All right, today we finna be talking about how to identify whether the market is trending or if that shit is ranging, going sideways. All right, so let's get into it, baby. Close up out of that. All right, so the number one way you can do that is by going to the number one time frame, which is the 1 hour. So let's go right there to the 1 hour. And the number one way you can determine whether the market is trending or not is simple. Look at the Bollinger Bands. Now you see how the Bollinger Bands, they point away from each other on the other end? This is pointing up, the upper band is pointing up, and the lower band is pointing down. When that happens, the market is trending. Flat the fuck out. Point blank, period. When you see that, trend. You dig what I'm saying? Your best bet is to either go to a smaller time frame, the 15 minute, and every high it breaks, you want to put like a pending order. So for like right here, that's a previous high, but it broke through it. You would have had your order right there, and then it came right there. You dig what I'm saying? You would have had your order right there, and then it came up here. You would have had your order up there, and boom, so on and so forth. That's how you would capitalize off a trending market. And that shit easy as fuck. In fact, I prefer trending markets because typically you can go super aggressive trading in trending markets, because typically when price blows past your pending order, it blows past that motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? And continues to go higher. That's a trending market. That's a true trend. And you can identify that, like I said, by going to the 1 hour time frame and seeing whether or not the upper band and the lower band is pointing away from each other. And you can confirm that if the RSI is above the 80. Now, the way you identify markets, whether it's in a range or is not trending or is low volatility, you see how the market is right here or right there? You see how flat the market is before the upper and lower band was starting to point away from each other? That's a ranging market. You see what I'm saying right here? Flat. Look at that ranging market right there. That's a ranging market. And the way you can capitalize off ranging markets is you identify whether the market is ranging or not. Boom, okay. Let's go to the smaller time frame, 15 minute. Okay, the 15 minute, I want to capitalize in a ranging market. Okay, so what I do is I wait for either the RSI to go above the 80 or below the 20, and that'll tell me whether the market is oversold and ready to reverse, or overbought and ready to reverse. You feel what I'm saying? So boom, right here, what happened? The market was ranging right there, right? What happened when that shit went up above the 80? It reversed. And anybody who would have sold that shit would have made hella thousands. Look at that shit. The market is still in the range. Why? Because the Bollinger Bands are moving sideways. So that means whenever the RSI gets to the oversold or overbought zones, then that truly means it's oversold or overbought, because it's in a range. You feel what I'm saying? Oscillating indicators work best in ranging markets. You dig what I'm saying? RSI is an oscillating indicator. So it works really well in identifying those oversold and overbought zones or reversal points in the market. So boom, as you can see, if you was trading in this ranging market, you would saw, okay, that shit touching the Bollinger Band. Okay, one confirmation. The RSI is at the 20, or sometimes it can be below. Okay, let's do this. Let's put in the buy. Boom, you want to put in the buy right there. that shit would have ran up right there. Ran up. And the beautiful thing is, you could have held on to it. Why? Because the RSI crossed above the 20. Usually that would have been an exit signal right there. Why? But why is not an exit signal? Because the Bollinger Bands at this moment, when it crossed above the 80, the Bollinger Bands, the upper band and the lower band, they're pointing away from each other. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta pay very close attention to the upper and lower band Bollinger Bands. This indicator is very fucking powerful when it comes to identifying whether the market is trending or ranging. And the RSI just confirms it, and it tells you whether, depending on the market format, whether the market want to continue or whether the market wants to reverse. You feel what I'm saying? So, hell motherfucking yeah, man. This strategy is A1. This Bollinger Band right here is A1 when it comes to identifying whether the market is in a trend or whether it's ranging, man. I'm telling you. And all those people that's having a hard time identifying a range or a trend versus a trend, take out the Bollinger Bands, use the default settings on that motherfucker, and boom. Just look at the outer ends of the Bollinger Bands and look whether if the top Bollinger Band is pointing away from the lower Bollinger Band, and the lower Bollinger Band is pointing away from the top. You dig what I'm saying? It got to be like that. It can't be the lower Bollinger Band point sideways and the top Bollinger Band point up. No, it can't be like that. The upper Bollinger Band has to point up, and the lower Bollinger Band has to point down. That's a confirmed trend. Flat the fuck out. And if it's any other way, that's either a range or a super fucking slow trend. And you don't want to trade trending strategies on a slow trend. You feel what I'm saying? You might as well trade reversal strategies or wait till the market is fully confirmed. You dig what I'm saying? For that market and for that market format, and then just trade the reversal to that shit. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, that'll be all for today, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and we in that motherfucker. Peace to the gang.